Sagittarius, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Okay. Sag, you're very focused on your resources, right? And you're hoping for victory in your resources. So when we talk about resources, we can be talking about health, we can be talking about wealth, and we can be talking about time management because those are modern day resources that we're working with. And you are looking to make the best of all three of those things right now. That's what you're really hoping for. You're just hoping on whatever you got going on. You're like, you know what? I just want to do better in all three of these categories. I want to watch what I'm spending, or I want more income to come in. I want better time management so I can figure out all of these moving parts. And overall, I'm genuinely concerned about taking care of my body really well so I can take care of my mental and spiritual health really well. I like it. So, what's with this crazy ass fear? It's almost like how do I put it? It's like you feel that you can't give to yourself. It's like you feel that you can't find a new perspective, you know? That there's. See, the hangman is about a new perspective. It's also about sacrifice. Okay? And you feel like in order to get this new energy coming in, you have to lose something else. So it's kind of like you fear what you're sacrificing, and you feel like you can't give to this new perception, this new persona, this new you that you're trying to reach. That's exactly what it is. It's like you can't reach these goals that you have set for yourself. Like your hopes are just a little too high or something crazy like that. The reality of the situation is that you are struggling to communicate what you need in order to gain the resources that you want, and it's causing a lot of old feelings to bubble up to the surface. It's kind of like you're remembering the times when you were lacking, and it's like you're looking back at these things and you're figuring out why you were lacking in the past, and as you're trying to overcome it, all of those feelings are rushing in, you know? If I didn't know any better, I'd say we were focusing very, very much on time management and mental health right now. So let's actually take what I just said and rework this situation. So you want to be victorious in the matters of your mental health. You were in a very good place at one point and you thought that that would be on, that would be your legacy, that you would always be victorious in this. But all of a sudden, here comes this other energy and you aren't doing as good as you were, let's say 3 months ago or something like 6 months ago. So now you're like, do I even have the energy to give to myself? You know? Can I find the right perspective or angle on this situation that's going to bring me a little bit more happiness? Or do I have to continue to juggle and sacrifice? And how long is this feeling of lack going to last? So it kind of feels like you're communicating to people that you aren't at your best, but you're kind of holding back the real depths of it. Like you don't want anybody to know how bad it really is. Right? Like it's worse than you're letting on to other people. And what you're doing is you're focusing on all of the times that you've been there before. You're focusing on the worst parts of the situations, not this is how I got over it, this is why. So it's almost like you're focusing on all the other times you felt this way and you're just focusing on the feeling. You're not focusing on the growth that you had after you overcame it. Okay? You're just like stuck in the feeling. And it kind of feels like to me, it's like a lack of hope. You know, I mean, you're hoping to get out of it. You want to get out of it, and you're searching for a new perspective. And you know, it takes it. It's almost like in your head, you know everything you need to do to get out of this funk, but for some reason, you're just not doing it. It's just not happening. It's funny that I pull that because here's the magician. The magician is that spark of the idea. He's the person who has all the tools. He knows how to get things done. However, oh, that's weird. Both these cards came up in the Libra read. However, you feel stuck at the ending part and you just can't seem to get to the new beginning. And you know that you can come out of the cold, but you're not taking the steps to get there yet. Let's pull two more. You're defensive. And you aren't managing your resources correctly because you're so clouded by your feelings and your defensiveness. There are people trying to help you, Sagittarius. Let them in. That's the most important thing that I said throughout all of this. There are people trying to help you, Sagittarius. Let them in. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I will see you next week.